Wow, what an introduction. We're really excited to have you here today. Why don't we kick things off by you having us tell us what it's like to work for an organization like Mjolnir Security?
When I started Mjolnir, one of the things that I noticed in my previous employers and so on was there's not adequate lab space or testing space for employees to learn and grow. Surely a lot of organizations will send their employees out to third-party training, vendor training, and so on. So when I started Mjolnir, my thought was for my own employee training, we should have our own lab space, some place where we can tinker, build things, and so on. As part of that, over time, we have now built a lab space that has branched out to its own commercial operation as part of cyber war gaming, where not only do we allow our clients and even our internal employees to go out and put any ransomware of their choice, put any malware, any bad thing they can think of, because we've built enough telemetry, sensors, defense tools, and so on, that when all that telemetry is generated, the teams that are doing the learning can see what it's like when, say, a ransomware spreads. How does it interact with various services? How does it interact with various systems? Can it connect back to, say, its command and control server with a bad guy? Can that information be blocked and so on? And then when our employees now go onto the field to support our clients who are dealing with the same kind of issues, not only have they had the chance to run their own ransomware to learn how is it specifically to block, mitigate, and so on, so their knowledge is not coming from YouTube videos or tutorials or some book they have read, they've actually done things hands-on, which makes us more effective towards incident response in general, helping our clients and making them more resilient.
Sounds like Mjolnir makes an impact on its clients by investing in its people. Would you agree?
Yes, I will definitely agree on that. Our training program in general is a lot different compared to most organizations. Yes, we have vendor training, yes, we have vendor certifications, but the ability to get things hands-on actually helps you a lot more. Like, for example, we've had an employee who's a business analyst. When he started, he had no information about cybersecurity, what is incident response, how any of this works, and so on. But by spending enough time on this, by getting a few things hands-on, he has actually learned enough that not only helps him do his job much better because he's interacting a lot with the technical teams, he's able to take technical content that was before joining Mjolnir beyond his reach and able to explain it to clients in a language they understand, essentially translating very technical topics into something that's easy for C-suite or the average person to understand, so they understand the implications, security, how we have helped them out of the issue they were in, and how they're better now with our help.
So where did you, and by that means Mjolnir, gain the experience to develop these kind of labs to help support the growth of its people and foster that learning and education?
Most of that came from research and development, like a private lab kind of a thing. For years, I've had a lab at home where I basically went and bought older servers from various locations, so on, set up my own testing, learning opportunities, and so on. And as Mjolnir started making revenue and proper revenue, we started building up labs internally for the team as well. Most employees, if not all, have access to a private server where they're going to do all of their lab activities and so on, and that is completely isolated from the work network, so none of those bad activities can actually impact any of the corporate things and so on. And as part of that, we have also enabled our employees to go and learn more things. Like, for example, there's a new technology that's out, and if you want to learn about it, we'll try to acquire license for those so the team can actually play around with that technology, learn all the latest cutting edge things. So not only can we improve our own knowledge and thereby increase the knowledge of everyone at Mjolnir, but when we go and support a client, we're doing the best that we can do for them and help them become more secure and better than they were before we started.
And that segues perfectly into my next question. How do you at Mjolnir make an impact at your clients doing what you do?
I like to believe that when we walk into a client, at that point, they are not at the same maturity level that they imagine they're supposed to be at. Most organizations are at a level of what we call blind or nearly blind, as in they've done the bare minimum effort that is required to do the checklist, that they've got the right tools and so on, but most of the time those tools are not actually working together, or they're not actually meant to work together. Like, imagine an airplane. Yes, an airplane is made of thousands of moving parts, but would you fly in an airplane that is a moving part from a different company? Or would you rather fly in one aircraft that actually connects all of the parts together and works together? That's what we like to do for clients. Whatever investment that you've already made, we're not going to tell you to reinvest or rebuy new tools and so on. We'll help you keep those investments, but try to better it as well. Find all the gaps that you have got, fill all the gaps to help you have better security, and at the same time ensure that all the tools that you have got actually work through as a layered approach and not independent defenses for any threats and so on that are impacting you.
Lynn, when you speak, it's very clear that you have plenty of experience in this field. How much experience exactly do you have in cybersecurity?
In cybersecurity as a whole, I have about 15 years of experience. Very coincidentally, recently we completed our 500 digital forensic incident response engagement. Thank you.
Good job.
And as part of that, we started doing DFIRs around June 2018. And since then, we were doing it more than 100 a year at one point, except for the Russia-Ukraine war where things did slow down. But overall, it was still an impressive milestone. We were doing almost an average of 12 per month. And in some cases, we even had up to 25 at the same time.
Wow, you get me excited to work for a company like Mjolnir. Are you guys looking to grow right now? You're looking to recruit and grow your team?
Yes, we're always looking for good talent, anyone who wants to work hard, play hard, and have fun with us. And as in terms of fun, mostly you're thinking I'm probably going to give you ransomware and you're going to play around with it. We also do other fun activities. Like for example, we have gone for bubble soccer and where the team enjoyed basically kicking me around kind of a thing. We have gone paintball where everyone tried shooting me. So it's been a really fun experience having multiple employees with poor aims because I was never shot at paintball.
Labs, technology, hacking, shooting your boss seems like a dream job to be able to work at Mjolnir. So you did mention you're always looking for skilled professionals. What kind of skills do you think are core to working at a company like Mjolnir and to be successful in your career?
I would say above all, an open mind and an ability to learn things quickly. The reason I say open mind, you may have learned things in a particular way in the past on how things are supposed to progress, how things are supposed to be, or how certain processes occur. And in terms of what will be easier to understand, typically in project management, you have agile, you have waterfall. Our process is machine gun. Our IRs range from as short as 4 hours to finding everything from start to finish, submitting a report, to the longest one spanning more than a year based on the size of the company. So for someone to start focusing on incident response and then all the other things that will go along with it, you will need to be a fast learner. Because anytime, and this has been a recurring theme at Mjolnir, anytime I designate time that we are going to sit together and share all the learnings we have got for the year and so on, multiple IRs break out, multiple organizations get hacked. So while selfishly I do try to schedule more training so more people get hacked and we then make more money, but I would also like to train the team without interruptions at the same time.
So trial by fire is how everyone seems to learn.
Yes.
All right, thank you.